Hello friends, my name is Max, and basically I have a new, different kind of video for you guys today. I wanted to just have a chat over this VOD from my stream over at twitch.tv/MaxBakerTV. But basically, I was thinking about how I've been falling back in love with Starcraft with the resurgence of the community since the free-to-play version of the game came out. And I feel like since I've been playing since Wings of Liberty, which was way long ago, I just never took the game seriously. And now that I'm taking it seriously for once, I'm actually really having a great time. So I feel like I should give out some tips for the brand new people who just got here with free-to-play, the people who haven't been playing since Wings of Liberty, since they walked down to GameStop to buy the box with the actual disc on it on their 18th birthday. That was a long time ago, and now I'm here to help you get better at StarCraft. So the first thing that I want to mention is that StarCraft is a really challenging game, okay? There's a lot of things that you need to learn about and remember all in real time during a match, like about what all the buildings do and what all the units do. Not even just for your race. You need to know what your opponent's units do also so you can counter it. And there's so much stuff that you have to learn before you can actually like play the game. But once you get into it, it's such a rewarding feeling to be able to successfully pull something off. There's nothing really else that gives me the rush like StarCraft does. So if your friend talks you into downloading StarCraft and immediately just hop right on the ladder, right into ranked, just to try to do your placements, you're probably going to get placed up against platinum players from what I've heard from other people who've just started, because that's like the middle ground of where the MMR system works, and then it will adjust based on your wins or losses during your placement matches. But I have a feeling that some new players are not going to be able to put up even a good fight against the platinum players, so don't get discouraged, because one of the things that we're looking for is growth over time, not just specific wins and losses and random jumps in MMR. The way you want to think about it is that your StarCraft account is a character in an MMO, okay? You're looking for long-term progression over time. And like I mentioned before, there's a lot of things to learn about in StarCraft, basically before you can start playing the game. And the easier it is for you to remember all this stuff because you've played it hundreds, thousands of times, whatever, the easier of a time you're going to be able to deal with every different kind of situation that's going to be presented to you in each match. So really just in the beginning, you're going to want to power through all of the losses, and eventually the MMR system will place you in a spot where you can evenly fight your opponents, and then we can work from there. I would highly suggest before hopping onto the ladder that you play the campaign. I'm not exactly sure how the pricing works. I know that Wings of Liberty is free, and I'm not sure about Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void because I've had both of those forever. But at least you can learn how the Terran units work in the Wings of Liberty campaign and get a feel for how the game controls and different spells of units and all that stuff. Another neat place to look for things to practice with is the arcade. There's actually a whole bunch of different kinds of user-generated like mini games in there, and a lot of them can help you get better, like I mentioned before, with the way that the game feels to play. And there's games about practicing like unit counters, and there's maps where you can test out certain scenarios. You can just build immediately a bunch of units and see how they go against each other. There's even tools to help you with build orders. Like right off the top of my head, Salt comes to mind. It's basically a arcade game type that'll tell you at what supply count you should be building certain things. Another thing that's going to help is that you can actually watch replays of matches in StarCraft 2. So, let's say that you just lost against a Protoss player. You can go into the replay and you can look and see exactly why you lost. Like maybe he had more workers, he had a better economy, he had his upgrades for his units. You never know. You can go back and see all of that stuff. You can look from everybody's point of view. You can look from your opponent's point of view. You can see what's in production on a little production tab up in the top. It's wonderful. You can also actually download replays off the internet and then just load them up into StarCraft. So you can get replays from pro players and see exactly like what they do that's different than the way that you play and try to adopt that into your play style. Now, the last thing that I really want to mention is that StarCraft 2 has a wonderful community. I'm being completely honest here. I don't know if it's just because, like, we're more mature, we're older. I don't know, but I feel like StarCraft 2 has one of the best communities that I've actually ever been a part of compared to some of the other games that I've played. So take this into account when you're in game. Most people in StarCraft are actually pretty open and friendly, and most other people just don't want to talk. There is the trolls and the BM people, but they're very few and far between from what I've experienced. So don't be afraid to join some communities, especially with the F2P resurgence. The players who've been around for a really long time are really open to all the new people playing their game. Also, next to your friends list, you can find the community tab where you can find people who are like looking for partners for 2v2 or 3v3 games or arcade matches or communities for your favorite YouTubers, like your boy Max right here. And you can find the community and the clan by searching MBTV in the search on the community tab. But I digress. It's a fantastic way to make new friends who are also into playing StarCraft. And as we all know, StarCraft is better with friends. Except for me, because none of my friends want to play StarCraft, even though it's free to play and it doesn't cost anything. So yeah, that basically just wraps up all the things that I wanted to say. Like, you don't want to be stressing out over your MMR. You want to be looking for long-term progression on your account. And also just don't be a dick to people, and people won't be a dick to you. It's a great community. StarCraft is a wonderful game to learn how to play. It's so beautifully challenging, and I love it so much. So if you guys want to hear some more of my beautiful, wonderful voice, you can subscribe. I usually do some casts on here, looking to branch out into other kinds of games and videos and stuff. And you can also find my social media down in the description. And I stream on Twitch every night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, which you can also find down there, twitch.tv/MaxBakerTV. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.